Hello and welcome back to
Marriage Beyond the Veil. And today I wanted to talk to you about, because we just got back from our little excursion and we were tourists. And when I say I felt like a fish out of water, oh my
but
goodness.
it was exciting. It was a lot to do. It was a lot of fun, a lot to see.
But so I looked up because I was listening to Michelle Obama's The Light We Carry, and she talks about being a tourist in your relationship. And so I wanted to get a definition of what a tourist was. So a tourist is someone that's visiting a place for pleasure.
As opposed to being a resident, one who lives in a place permanently or for a long time.
So here's the question. Are you a tourist in your relationship?
Or are you a resident?
Are you a resident? And then in a marriage, you definitely have to be a resident.
Well, no.
Because what would it mean to be a tourist?
Well, and
in a relationship?
If you think about it, just on the face of the word, the definition of a tourist being someone that's just visiting and for pleasure. Because how many tourists will go to places that are not going to be pleasant?
That's true.
How many tourists are going to go to places where it's challenging? When you're a tourist, you want to enjoy the experience, but you're there for a fun time, not a long time.
Right, that's true. But when you're permanent and in a residence, things happen. It's long term. And when you're in a resident, you have to make supplies. You have to make plans for the next day. You have to make plans for how things are going to live out for not just tomorrow, but for next month.
And, as a tourist, you tolerate or put up with certain things because okay.
Yeah, it's like the rat
this is not for the long
in
haul.
front of me when we first got to New York. Yes.
Or the guy in the corner
urinating. Yeah.
You can tolerate that because it's like, okay, this too shall pass.
I'll be gone in a couple of days. Exactly.
But as a resident, when you are there for the long haul, when you're there permanently, you realize three things. I have to assess, I have to adapt so I can continue to advance. As a tourist, you're just passing through. You're just passing through. Again, everything can be lighthearted. If it's difficult, then, let's say that your lodging situation is such that, okay, it's too noisy. It's not what you expect. Let's get different lodging,
And you're looking for the highlights when you're a tourist.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
For the highlights.
You're looking for the stuff, and you're looking to others to tell you where the good things are.
And how to get there.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, part 2 coming.
Because the reality is this. If you approach your love relationship as a tourist, you're going to always be looking for certain things, like you said, the highlights. You're going to be looking for the fun things. You're going to be looking for the enjoyable things. As a resident, you realize that, okay, I've got to deal with everything because this is home. This is where I live. This is where I reside. So I have to make it work. Yep. If I have a neighbor that I don't particularly care for, I got to make it work. As a tourist, if you have somebody that's close by, that again, you have the ability to juggle, to choose, to move, and all this kind of thing. Yeah. But you have to make it work when you're a resident because this is permanent. And so since it's permanent, I have to invest time, energy, and effort in making this the very best that it possibly could be, regardless of what other circumstances or situations around me that I can't change.
That's right.
I have to make this my sanctuary.
That's right. That's right. Okay. That's deep. So more to come on that.
So think about it. Are you a tourist? Are you just there for a fun time and not a long time? Are you just passing through? Are you just looking for the fun? Or are you a resident realizing that I'm a part of this community? And so what affects not only me, but affects the community also affects me.
That's right.
Oh, that is good. Until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.
Bye.